I can do it. Um, hold on a sec. Okay, I believe that the session started with um there was some fighting happening outside of the archives. There was a building being burned down. Um, Meanwhile, Ramiel was currently walking a woman she had convinced, he had convinced to go on the lifeboats, ships, things. Um, and he kind of had to maneuver around some of the jackals to get her there, and had to do one last little convincing moment to get her to go. Um, Booker was being escorted and possibly started a union on the way to the archives. We're unsure about the effects of that. Um, a massive blast exploded outside of the archives while he was approaching, and most of the team was fighting at the time, and knocked a lot of people unconscious. Um, at some point, there was a lot of fire damage that was being dealt. At some point, Ramiel ended up showing up and reviving a bunch of people. And we were all kind of making a run for it at that point. Uh, some fucky stuff was happening with the gravity. Ariana got to fly for a little bit, with her one wing. But we all made it onto the ship. Um, Eventually, after a lot of running and jumping and that kind of shit. Uh, Getting on the ship and leaving the quiet ring, we discovered that the young Voidborn boy was left behind, who Booker was trying to convince to go with him. And he luckily rolled a very good charisma check and begged Zara to turn around and go pick him up. Um, and while we were picking him up, we were being fired at by pirates, and Val fired from the ship, knocking the pirates back and allowing us to escape. And I believe that's everything that happened last session.
What happened with the object that they were after?
Well, they got
We
that
don't
shit.
know.
We can only
Well,
assume at
we don't know.
least.
We assume, but we are unsure if they actually received it. We do know Rourke survived, and climbed onto another ship, but we couldn't see anything.
Ramiel knows that. The rest of you don't.
Okay, Ramiel knows that.
If I remember correctly, God, because it was a perception check made with disadvantage for everyone because of what was going on. But I could be incorrect.
I think that's right, because we were like all running, so we all had disadvantage on the roll.
That is correct on what was happening.
Copy that.
All right. If you don't already, go ahead and give yourself a inspiration.
Awesome.
But yes, we are back successfully on the ship. Everyone is in one piece. Dahlia, it was not very explicitly expressed in the last session, but presumably you would have helped Echo and friends help get everyone aboard. It not maybe not in a physical way, since your body was in a state of recuperation.
Well,
But
Dahlia got healed back to tip-top shape by Eliora. It's just she could not access Aquamarine any further that day.
That is a good point.
One single healing spell restored her back to full HP.
Now we did place you in the med bay, but obviously at the current moment in time, just since everyone had got onto the ship, I don't know if you were able to shift back into Aquamarine at that point. So I don't know that that's necessarily the most accurate place for that Dahlia would be necessarily, but I think everyone was thinking in terms of how the last thing they saw in the state of Aquamarine, as she was not doing well.
Yeah. Definitely emotional distress, if not overwhelming physical.
Right. That would make sense. Wolf is in the chat if you guys want to say hi.
Hello?
Oh, hi.
He is spamming the chat with emojis. But yeah, so we are comfortably, well, some of us are more comfortable than others, comfortably back on the ship. We have entered into hyperspace. We are now en route, hopefully back en route, I guess I should say, to our original objective point. Things are a little crazy right now, a little shaken up. I fear a few of us are more shaken up than others. But given the state that this civilization basically had been left, or in some people's words, been non-existent anymore. Their civilization may have been ended. We don't know. We did have proof that some of the escape pods had left, but we do not know how many, or how many people had actually survived. Hopefully they're doing well. One can only hope, I assume. So going forwards, we will open back up. I'm going to flip the map here for you. To zoom in a little bit. So majority of us did kind of pile into the med bay. In the med bay, Aaron, Ariana, and Nox were definitely the ones who needed the most help in this moment. I'm realizing we don't have Eliora on here. Oop. I don't
think 'cause
know.
she was a cat.
Oh yeah,
I think she
There's
was,
like a
yeah.
little tiny
Look at
cat up there
that.
in the corner.
Tiny little cat in the corner of the crew quarters. But yes, also in addition, that is not depicted because I am very indecisive and have not created a image of whether that be drawn or not drawn of our new guest aboard the ship. It is the little boy that Booker had basically nearly sacrificed his own life for, who is aboard the ship as well. At this current moment in time, he has spent where's my laser pointer? This one. Spent quite majority of your time here in just kind of hanging out in like a little corner. And then when he's not there, really has been trying to just stay out of everyone's way over in the engineering bay. Um, Tonight, as we open session with you guys in the med bay, as you guys are kind of, I imagine, very stumbly filing into the med bay, Thorn is there waiting. He's already got gloves on. He is prepared. And he kind of like holds up a hand to stop you all from just piling on in, and kind of like has you all stand in a line. um, are there either one of you guys that is eager to be first, or are you guys kind of just, I don't know about this?
I mean, Ariana's just waiting, like, adrenaline's wore off. She's hurt, but she'll live. For now.
For now.
Go on, don't be shy.
I don't know if anybody else is.
Knox,
I took a long rest, so I'm, you know,
did you just go straight to
Fine.
the crew quarters and
just fucking plop down.
shut down?
Yeah. Do. Windows EX shuts down.
Yeah, Booker is not trusting that doctor, so he's not in there.
You'd rather just
Yeah,
like keep the
you
scars.
I think with
Yeah, he'll be
Eliora
alright.
fixing me up, I don't know that Dahlia's there either.
Yeah, that's fair.
Go ahead and get her out.
It's nothing. It's no offense, Dr. Thorne. It's just, you know,
Full
It's
offense,
just
Dr. Thorne.
full
You
offense,
said I have the
actually.
same spine
But-
as that halfling, and I have 2 tails, and I'm twice his height.
by no offense, I mean full offense. Yeah, so one by one,
I think
Ariana's the only one getting regular treatment by him.
Ariana's like, hey, any help is good help.
Ariana's like, I'll just take it at this point. I burned.
Arguably, Ariana, you would probably have grown up like if they got doctor in front of their name, they gotta know somewhat of what they know,
It's good enough.
what they're doing. Yeah, like you never really. I guess in your kind of situation, like running into a doctor of
Mom
any
and Dad
kind,
didn't use regular doctors.
yeah, like there weren't any quote unquote bad doctors that you've ever been to. So theoretically, in your mind, how bad can anyone who has this doctor title really be? They've always managed to do, for the most part, exactly as they've always said they're gonna do, which is close you up, make you feel better.
Somebody look for a medical license. I need to see where school.
And right now, Ariana does not feel very better.
Right.
There are bullets inside of her.
So he is gonna have you step inside the medical pod first. And as you do, it seals in front of you, and it begins taking multiple scans. You'll kind of see, like from the corner of your eye, Thorn kind of staring up at a bunch of monitors as it begins scanning you. I think as he sees more and more of the bullets that are inside of you, his facial expression doesn't really change. But you can tell that he's like almost kind of like annoyed at how in depth your wounds are here, between burn marks and bullet holes. There is a stab hole here in a few places, and he's just kind of going over every single image that is produced. And as the scan finishes, he has you step out and immediately has you lay down on the surgical table. He doesn't say really anything. He doesn't explain anything to you. It should be known though that after the scan is complete and the pod itself opens, uh, above game, your any kind of lingering radiation that you may have is gone. In game, you definitely feel like you can take a deep breath for probably the first time since stepping foot onto the quiet ring in the first place. This could be for a number of different reasons. For you personally, you didn't have necessarily a negative feeling or effect when being there the entire time. But for some of you, you guys did experience not so nice things, and for some of you, you experienced rather pleasant things. But for you in particular, it wasn't really. It was a very neutral feeling on this plane. The entire time you were there. But in this current moment, stepping out of that medical pod, everything feels much more clear within your inside self. So like nasal passages are firing on all cylinders right now. Lungs feel clear. You have a very clear mindset. Nothing feels
I can smell burnt feathers.
right. Or nothing at least feels quite like burning from the inside out. And you as you lay down, he pulls out a needle. And it is inside of a gun-like apparatus. And but you can see a 2-inch needle that is sticking out the barrel end of this injector, and he moves toward your kind of like, I guess it's kind of your torso. It's the back part of your torso as he injects. And you can kind of feel your body begin to loosen up and almost numb itself. Any kind of like internal hemorrhaging that you may have had, it begins to seal with this rapid injector. And this is essentially when he would begin to work on your body to remove any excess bullets if necessary, anything that may or may not be still in there, and begin aggressively sewing up. It seems aggressive just in the manner of him moving his hands, but it's very tender. Everything is done and very calculated. And I feel like you are awake during this procedure, but you cannot feel anything. So I'm not really sure how you are handling this as a character, as a person, but you may share how you're feeling.
I was just watching, like, yeah, I got that one after he shot me the first time after I took out a kidney. Don't remember that one. Might when we were running. She's unnecessarily calm for this entire situation.
You're not fearing anything in this moment.
No, like she's just watching along, just kind of just there, like, yeah, these are kind of the injuries that I figured I would have. Ironically enough, this is true to life. This is the type of shit I do at the doctor. I've watched them do everything.
So above board, you're pretty used to this procedure, anyways.
Oh yeah, I mean, I got my first tattoo and just sat there and watched her stick a needle in my arm for like 3 hours.
Yeah, I don't fear needles the way that some people do. Some people just have just outright the craziest irrational fear of needles, and it's valid.
Oh yeah.
Or an object going into your body is valid.
Yeah, you be stabbed twice and then you be afraid of needles. Then you tell me how it is.
I have been stabbed.
I've been stabbed 2 times.
I may have been stabbed 2 times, but I don't remember the second situation.
He stole my Spider-Man wallet.
I did not have my stuff be stolen,
I love that wallet with all my heart.
but that's also because I also carry a big knife.
I didn't carry a knife. I was like 13.
I've carried a knife since I was like 10.
Oh my god.
Hopefully it's not the worst that Thorn's seen.
Surprisingly enough, I've only had about 2 knives be taken from me from school instances.
Really?
One of them technically wasn't my knife, so that was the
Oh,
funny part.
you got somebody else's knife taken? That's
You
even
bet I did.
worse. Oh, no remorse.
I mean, I openly carried like a pocket knife in my pocket every day. It was not concealed in any way, shape, or form, but for some
They're like, hey,
reason,
what are we gonna do? They have the knife.
authority does not care. I mean, it's not like I was like waving it around or anything like that. So, I mean, there were some people who were crazy enough to do that kind of stuff all the time. But I'm not an animal.
Did you guys have metal detectors in your school?
Nope.
Oh.
I have a small school though. That's probably why. It's just a big rectangle, so if they wanted to lock it down, it's not hard to do. There's only 4 major doors. All right. As Thorn continues sewing you up here, Ariana, he doesn't really have much to share with you. Every so often you may hear him kind of like mumble under his breath, like, "God damn, I'm surprised you even lived through this." And, like, you couldn't have done anything to give yourself a little bit of cover. Just very condescending comments to himself. Whether or not you reply would be up to you, but it's
Listen,
not
I
quite quiet
seen the
enough that you
first time I
can't
was almost
unhear.
dead. You should have been there for the initial losing the wing thing. Then you can wonder even further how I'm alive.
And when he replies, he still kind of mumbles to himself, but he's kind of just like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Good Lord. No wonder you don't have any sense of self-preservation.
Yeah, well, it was an open field and a fiery library door, so
As he starts tending to your burn wounds and begins applying a cream and begins bandaging them, you kind of hear him mutter like, "No one told you had to stand in the fire."
oh, that came when it exploded.
Oh, good. You were there
The whole
too.
building. Yep. Yep.
As he finishes wrapping up your burns, at this point, I would say probably like at least a third of your body has been completely wrapped. It's rather tight, but not so tight that you can't move, but your whole body does feel rather stiff. That is due in part by not just the wraps, but also just whatever was in that injector, the rapid injector. It's kind of put your body not only in a better state for pain management, but also there's like some crazy muscle relaxers in that thing. So in your natural state, it's what's very interesting though is that your brain is still, for the most part, rather high functioning. There's probably a part of you that wants to sleep, so just to your brain telling the rest of your body we need to recuperate, but your body kind of feels like jello.
Probably not advised to go down and try and help Gizmo work on something, is it?
Nope. You're gonna need a strong, at least 8 to 12 hours of sleep. Whatever you got going on, it's a lot going on. He kind of says it as he's like cleaning up the area around. He doesn't really make eye contact with you, and you kind of notice this the entire interaction with him.
Is the whole no eye contact thing normal, or?
For the most part. I mean, pretty much since you met him, he's not really one for respect in a mutual space. Like he doesn't really dish out respect, but he also doesn't expect any from anyone.
Good, because he's not gonna get any.
Valid. Very valid.
I was go down now. Try to help Gizmo work on that gun that I had him working on. That should probably be postponed. It'll be weird standing up, isn't it?
It's gonna be very weird. You might need to take a second. He's kind of just gonna like look over in like Nox's direction for a bit. Like, I don't know if you can help her or have someone come help her, but she might need some help getting to the crew quarters.
I'll carry her.
Before you like are about to scoop her up off the table, he's gonna kind of like look at you for like in the most like blank stare way because he's not sure if you have like trackable eyes or not. And he's just gonna look at you, Nox, and be like, "How are you?"
I'll say, I'm good healing wise. Mentally, I'm a little shaken up.
Give me 1 second. And you see him immediately start rummaging through all these little tiny drawers, um, on top of his desk and a few under his desk as well. And he pulls out a small chip, and he holds it out to you, and he says, "Insert this into the back of your brain just before you power down for the night. Might help."
What is it?
Ah,
Is it good dreams? What is this?
Gizmo designed it a couple years back for one of our crewmates in the past. It always helped him whenever he
Right.
come out of some kind of traumatic battle. I don't know. Thought it might help you.
I'll, I'll take it and pocket it.
All right.
Above board, I'm not doing shit with this thing. No way I'm touching anything Gizmo gives me, dude.
Thank God.
Don't be shy. Plug it in.
There's no fucking way. Oh yeah, just plug it into
Labeled
the
as
back of
hand
your
holding
brain.
simulation 3.0.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
if it's Gizmos, I'm sure it'll
Uh.
be fine. But there's no fucking way.
I mean,
trusting
Gizmo
it.
designed it.
Yeah, of course, Gizmo designed it. That's the whole reason I'm not fucking putting it in there.
He only creates masterpieces. What do you mean? Why do you think this ship is still viable?
Right.
Blue Jay is
Laugh at
begging
me.
you.
No way.
Please, I really want to see the robot drug trip, dude.
Dude,
Please.
there's no way. I know it's gonna be like psycho, like
Bro.
drugs for robots or
I
something.
kill to be a robot at this time. I want to know so bad.
I'm gonna go to
What if
bed
it's
now.
what if it's like the wrong program? It's like Killbot.
That's what I'm scared of.
There would be
It's
no one able
not,
to
come
stop
on.
you.
Okay, let me take this one to bed. It's bedtime.
It's forced bedtime.
It's forced bedtime, my winged friend.
Yeah.
Take your ass to bed. You plop yourself down.
I love
Everybody
this
go
puppet
eat.
work we do sometimes.
Sometimes you have to, you know, like that's really all we have.
Oh, it's great.
Damn, they really skimped on my
Is
shout
Dahlia
outs,
actually in the crew quarters?
It's a good question.
Yeah, I figure if people are going in and out of the med bay, Dahlia would be nearby, near the crew quarters.
This is a new picture for
Upon
Dahlia. This looks great.
It
upon
is a new
coming
picture for Dahlia, yes. It was done by an amazing artist friend of mine.
Really good.
upon coming out of the med bay looking like more bandaged than Bird, Ariana would just look at Dahlia and be like, I still got the staff that belongs to Aquamarine is somewhere with my stuff.
Understood. If you're still in need of armaments, you're welcome to hold on to it.
Well, still got the knife, but I had Gizmo working on something that, well, I won't be going to check in on right now.
Hmm.
But soon.
Why don't you hold on to the stuff for now? It should be more effective than a knife.
You're probably right.
I often am.
I'm gonna go to sleep now. And then Ariana's head's just gonna go back on the pillow.
Did
So,
anyone say
Dahlia,
they had? Oh, yes.
Huh?
you said you're often right. Is that correct?
Yes.
How right are you feeling about your partnership with someone whose actions, in a sense, got rid of a whole planet of people?
Utterly, heart-wrenchingly devastated. Thank you.
Not a problem. Just thought I would ask.
I've a feeling, barring future misfortune, this will remain one of our greatest regrets and failures that we've ever had to suffer through surviving.
You think she feels regretful for what happened?
Her eye contact with you is very intense and serious. I know she does.
Sure. We will both
I am-
watch.
We do not have secrets from one another. I
That's
know
because
what
that one
she
doesn't.
sees, and she knows what I feel.
You guys don't quote unquote have secrets because that one barely knows anything as it is.
What do you mean?
All I'm saying is that to have people like the Voidborn and even going deeper into people like the Echo Blades, they don't just go after people that are meaningless or useless individuals. Usually, they're after people that make marks, have some kind of worth to take.
And
Oh, I'm sure she has secrets. She just does not know them. That's my point. You think that you don't have secrets between each other, but the truth is, there is a whole bunch of secrets. She just has not figured out how to get them.
I'm sorry, are you referring to Ariana or Aquamarine?
Mm. Isn't that the interesting part, that it could be used between the two of you? Ariana and, well, I'm sorry, you and Aquamarine are two separate individuals, correct?
She takes a few moments to glance around. Of a sort.
Then, of course, the secrets that Aquamarine has, because again, you two are two separate individuals.
Ramiel, would we be able to speak privately?
Sure, I find entertainment in it. And he'll kind of roll off his bed and let Dahlia lead.
She'll just usher you down a couple of flights of stairs and into her pod.
Sorry, I had to put down my toast. Um, don't mind me.
Once the door has been locked and sealed, she will turn to face Ramiel. I feel as though there are a few things that we should discuss, but before we do, back on the colony, we had discussed potential imbibement, a mutual fondness for mind-altering substances. Are you interested in taking a few hits at the moment, or has the sort of near death of all of us had you wanting to cling a bit more to the straight and narrow?
He'd kind of let out a bit of a amused chuff in Dahlia's say, Dahlia's second part of that statement in regards to like him being him being him God, I'm sorry. I'm trying me finding the right word.
Wanting to
Uh
abstain due to intensity?
yeah. He kind of finds that amusing in the sense because for him, he really and truly never felt in danger because he obviously had controlled himself as a variant in everything. So in his mind, he never once felt worried about his life or really worried about the rest of everyone's lives. Um I would say that uh, if you need it to relax, then you can continue with it. But I would prefer this conversation to be a sober one.
Certainly. So, from the get-go, you you have been asking a series of pointed and particular questions, especially tied to the nature of my and Aquamarine's existence. If you're interested in disclosing whatever hunches or feelings or observations you have on the matter, she flicks the top of her head. I'm all ears.
I have hunches just based off of when we first met, or maybe when we first met Aquamarine. Well, there was a question asked, and the way that you responded it might have fooled others, but you do have a tail.
Two, in fact.
Yes.
They are rather hard to conceal compared to my face.
So, if I were to have an assumption here, and of course, you know what they always say about assuming things, but if I were to have an assumption, I do not think that the two of you are two separate individuals, or maybe not entirely two separate individuals.
It's a fair assessment. A reasonable one to assume. And, well, you weren't there at the time, but a good half of our treasure hunting compatriots did get a good look at Aquamarine's face. And because I'm sure gossip will spread, it's worth addressing and acknowledging she looks like me if I were taller and stronger. Same hair and fur color, same mark on the cheek. But there are differences between us. At the very core of my being, there is an essential difference. However, she taps her nails on the arm of a chair, uh, glances about the room a few times, trying to conjure some words, trying to speak carefully. The nature of our shared existence is complicated. Everything that I've said is true, but I have not said everything.
And what makes it so complicated? It seems like you could just say it.
Well, there. Our situation was born of necessity, but not solely because I needed protection. Rather, I needed to hide. There were, I assume, some powerful people who want Aquamarine's power. And by tucking that power here, and she wraps her knuckle against the aquamarine gem on her belt, it cannot be found. People looking for aquamarine don't know to look for me, even magically. The process by which her power was sealed in this gem offers us both a great amount of security. But to
What
say... Oh, go on.
what kind of people are looking for aquamarine? Would you s- would it be people like the Concord or
Their exact reach is unknown to me. There is a conglomerate, a rather public and successful one, who secretly need Aquamarine's power for nefarious, unequivocally cult-like purposes. For however much or little some of our other friends are associated with cults, Aquamarine definitely escaped one. And they want her back, or want to take her power and give it to someone more pliant. If they would hire mercenaries, or if there's some militant arm of this cult, I don't know. But given the limits to our power, as of yet, remaining in hiding seems our best option.
say in a situation, a hypothetical one?
Mm-hmm.
If people didn't have their eyes on you or Aquamarine, who would you be?
When was the last time you were referred to by your name?
Hmm. I believe when you asked me to join you here.
Really? Ramiel Soul Crash is your real name?
Hmm.
Queer. You surprised me. Would have thought for sure that was a level of obfuscation.
What can I say? I'm full of surprises.
If no one were after Aquamarine's power, she would walk the stars, and not I. Who I'd be is her.
You're very interesting, Dalia. I won't lie on that. That will be 100% truthful.
Do go on.
That's, I think, all the praise I can possibly give you in one night. But I think I've learned, I feel like, enough about you for the day. Unless there's more you're willing to share, but I feel like you've had quite enough weight on your shoulders for one day.
I worry that uttering certain names aloud would bring undue and unnecessary attention. As much
That's
as I
true.
trust in your capability, the idea that the public facing corporation in question might cross our path, I'd rather it just pass us all by.
Well, that's the thing. There's always two sides to the same coin. You tell no one, and in hopes it just happens to pass by, or you tell no one, it passes by, and then there is nothing anyone else can do to help you.
I. After Ariana's performance on the colony, my demonstrated loyalty will surely make it such that should the fight ever be taken to them, I can expect her to back me up.
You can only hope that.
Yes.
Well, this was a very lovely conversation. And Ramiel will kind of push himself off the wall and take his leave back to the crew quarters.
Rest well.
Um, which tab? I promise I'm trying to leave. The game won't let me.
No, sorry.
You're trapped in here
Counterclockwise.
now.
Who knew the true BBEG of any D&D game was the door?
Is the door. Yeah.
It's always the door.
It's always the door.
It seems like if at least if folk are sleeping, then Dahlia is as well. But if people are up and about on the ship, she probably wants to stick her muzzle into their business.
She's nosy.
I will say
Kill it
for
all. Yes.
Booker. Huh?
Sorry.
They said to me. I will say for Booker, he is kind of doing what we messaged CK, trying to get this kid to sleep in his bunk, trying to get him food, trying to like talk to him, get his name, find out what's going on with him. I know you said he wasn't very responsive to any of that, or much of that at least. And if is he sleeping in the crew quarters? Or is he sleeping in the engineering bay? You think?
He'll sleep in the crew quarters with you guys, but he is definitely still just hunkered down in that corner. He's not really receptive to the idea of beds or anything like that, even after you try offering it to him. He kind of just
Okay.
doesn't. It's not necessarily. You don't get the sense that like he just doesn't like any of you or doesn't trust any of you. It's more of just like um he doesn't know you guys, so like for him it's just like he feels like a stranger basically at someone's house. So he just doesn't feel welcome necessarily, given how pretty much everyone aside from, well, Starfinder would have immediately tried to ask him a billion questions. um
I would
I,
have tried to slow it down if
That's what I
possible.
was about to say. I was like, something tells me Booker would have tried to very calmly and very less aggressively shoo her away. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, I
as
really
politely as
don't.
I can.
Polite. That's what I was looking for. Uh, yeah, I feel like he just kind of doesn't. Nobody's really else has really interacted with him, truthfully, other than you. And he doesn't. So that lack of feeling welcome is just kind of retained. But he doesn't want to also be intrusive. So he's not trying to ask too many questions or want to be a bother to anybody here. Seeing as he doesn't want to be disrespectful in himself. So he's gonna continue to try to keep to himself during this time.
Yeah, Booker will he'll give him like he'll make sure he has blankets and pillows and like ask him if he wants anything to eat, and then he'll just kind of go I'll leave you alone, but tomorrow if you have any questions or anything, just let me know, okay? Or if you need anything.
Mm-hmm. And he won't. He'll like kind of dodge eye contact until the last second before he'll kind of just like glance up at you for like a moment and then look away immediately.
Um yeah, Booker just kind of nods and he goes, I'm I'm gonna leave for a second, but I'll be back in a little bit. Okay. And he'll just kind of slowly make his way out of the crew quarters, and he'll go back to the bridge where Zara is
Mm-hmm.
and see if she's there.
Yeah, you'll kind of find her up there on the bridge. She's still in her captain's chair. You can kind of see her. She's got a few like holographic maps set up. And she's kind of like got one hand on the armrest as she's kind of holding up her head, kind of just trying to. She looks very stressed more than anything in
Yeah.
this current moment.
Booker will kind of, his eyes will be sort of mostly on the floor and kind of looking up at her as he kind of makes his way around so she can see him. And he'll just kind of stand up straight and go, "Thank you for turning around."
At this point, anyone we lose is just another life that doesn't get a chance. What are we without taking chances?
What,
She
what did I say that convinced you?
the idea that we all have blood on our hands. But if you have the chance to do the right thing, you could be the one to make that change. It's very easy in this line of work to lose yourself and push away all of those thoughts that can weigh you down very quickly. But if you can make a difference even in one person's life, I suppose it wouldn't be for naught if you were not able to succeed in your initial mission. I told you this place is
So,
forgiving, unforgiving. But if you can do your part, that's half the battle, right?
he just nods and his eyes are able to find her again. And he goes, "This treasure hunt that we're on, it's more than that for you, isn't it?"
This is bigger than all of us, truthfully.
What? Why are you chasing it?
Because
I risk your life for it.
at the end of it, whoever holds this treasure can control the outcome of the rest of the universe. This is something that cannot be in the wrong hands. I have met a lot of horrible people in this galaxy. And these are all the same people who are looking to keep their hands on this trigger. I will not allow it.
What do you what do you plan to do once you have it?
She kind of like is caught off guard by that question, mostly because since pursuing this or even speaking of pursuing it, no one has ever dared to really ask. Um,
Mhm.
and she kind of thinks on it for a second. She kind of chuckles to herself a little, like, "Wow, what would I do with it?" Um, before she replies to you, honestly, I have not given it much thought. But if I have the chance to change the outcome of the universe for the better, it may be worth taking.
When you say you can change the universe, what do you mean by that? What can this thing do?
It is unknown what its true power is capable of, but from everything that I've been able to garner information on, it is something timeline changing.
Time time changing.
If you think about the way that this galaxy has been going for thousands of years, it hasn't been great. I'll be honest. And nobody knows exactly how or why we are doomed to fail. But if we can alter that situation, then maybe we don't have to live in constant conflict. Maybe we can all live peacefully. Maybe there doesn't need to be scavenging or stealing or conflict for the sake of conflict. People say war is inevitable, but maybe it does not have to be so.
But you think with this thing you can essentially take hold of the threads of fate and just change things that easy.
I've heard tell of some individuals who have this capability to mess with the hands of fate. Whether or not it is true, I have no proof. But if such a thing exists, whatever this treasure is, it is the first step.
How did you find out about this?
Well, long before any of this crew was assembled, I was a part of a crew myself. This crew was ruthless, fearless, crusaders in their own right, but their methods involved the lives of others. And we came upon this relic. It was an ancient one. It was, well, to them, very profitable. They knew they could sell it, they could make an easy buck. But of course, that means you have to find the right bidder. At the time, I did not really know what this relic was, what it could do. But I also did not understand why the highest bidder had to be the Arcanic Concord. Yes, they hoard tech. Yes, they value it more than they value the lives of all of humanity. But nobody would explain it. Well, While we were there was a brief moment where they were not going to let us leave. We had no choice. Find a way to escape. If you survive, congratulations, you get to you get to exist, you get to live. If you don't, then that's it. Nobody knows what these people will do to you. While I was trying to escape, I happened to have taken a wrong turn. And in there, I saw a man. He was in a cell with a large window, and they were running tests on him. I don't know what the tests were. I don't know where he went. But in an instant, this jolt of electricity, and he was gone. And when he came back, he was no longer a man. He was a different species, a different age, and a different identity. But the name never changed. That look behind his eyes never changed. I don't know what they did. I don't know where he would have went, how they could have done such a thing, but they have the capability to do so. And I will find out how. I've been doing a little more research on it and found that they will take in volunteers for this such work. I have also seen and heard of what this kind of research can do to a body. It is not something I would ever subject any of you to. Or myself. You would never be the same person again. But that kind of level of information, that could be valuable. If obtainable. But when the ship, the Nebula X, had disappeared, this was the last known knowledge of anybody having any idea of a ship being teleported anywhere. It was never printed in headlines. Concord has a way of dismissing small details like that. But I knew. I know that they were behind something that had to do with it. Whatever they had, whatever they were doing, they were not supposed to. And if the Concord has anything to say about it, I want to know about it. She kind of leans forward in her chair as with her hands on her knees, very much remembering very awful memories, but also a few good memories, very informational memories that you kind of see. It fuels this fire behind her eyes of her anticipation of getting to this quote unquote treasure. Not even there is no shred of doubt on her face that says she lacks the confidence in meeting this end goal at this moment.
Captain, um, did anyone, did Iron Jaw, did anyone tell you about what we saw on that space station that we stopped at?
It is possible. The luminary. I have had various suspicions on him, but I was not able to confirm anything on our trip.
You mean on the quiet ring, or I'm talking about the empty space station we stopped at?
So you notice her face changes, but you can tell she wants to withhold any information that she may have on this. If you want to try to persuade her into talking, you could. I hope it's a good one. But you can tell that she
I
is holding back very hard on that.
yeah, I won't. I actually won't. I won't push her if she doesn't want to. Um,
Because
but
her holding back
Booker was
face looks very much like a I'm getting annoyed at this conversation.
yeah, and I don't want that. He'll just kind of wave that away, and he'll go. I just wanted you to be aware of some of the things that we saw, and if that was the kind of disappearing, reappearing time stuff you were looking into, I just hope that that was passed on to you.
Indeed. I will take it into account.
Okay, good. And then Booker will kind of turn like he's gonna walk away, but he'll stop and look back, and he'll go. You said you met a lot of really bad people, um, out here. Um, that Captain Rourke, she seems like she might have been one. You two seem to know each other.
Rourke is not a threat, but
She's not a threat.
not in
She
the
just
way that you
destroyed an
might
entire
think.
civilization.
Rourke is very calculated in her raids. That is why she does not start with force. She knew that they could escape, and she knew to give them amount of time and how much time to let them escape. She had no intentions of hurting any of those people. Why she does what she does, I wish I could tell you, but that part I do not know.
So you've had run-ins with her before where she didn't. She tried not to escalate the violence, is what you're saying.
Yes, in most of her raids, her men look very big and scary, like they want to do something. They know better than to cross her without her word. If she can help it, she does not carry lots of blood on her hands. Although she is still young, so there is always time that people can change.
And the Voidborn in general. Do you have run-ins with them often?
You could say something like that. I have done my time with them. She kind of like looks you
You
up and down for half a second after she says that, kind of lingering on there. Before she says something she probably regrets, she refrains.
you've done your time with them, not spent your time with them.
Most people do not
Any
go with them willingly. I guess if that's one way to look at it.
I see. Um, how you know what? Never mind. You know, that's a time that you've left, and I shouldn't push for that. Obviously, it's clearly um, something that affects you greatly. Thank you for your time, Captain. And he'll
Mm-hmm.
turn and begin walking out.
Okay. All kinds of info being spread around this session. Is it all good or is it all bad? Who knows?
More info. more info.
I think after Booker leaves, he'll kind of check in on the kid again, and then if he still seems all right, um, he'll have a really hard time sleeping after everything. Um, so I think for a while he kind of hangs out in the rec room and just kind of um, sort of punches a punching bag for a while before he decides he's gonna go to bed.
Valid. Is everyone else going to bed for the night?
Yes, Ariana is in
Yeah.
basically a medically induced coma. This is the first time everyone will notice that Ariana is seemingly peaceful in sleep.
No horrific screaming tonight, anyways. As we wake into the next day, for the most part, aside from maybe little bits of yelling from Ironjaw to Starfinder over some seemingly harmless accusations about eating some onboard snacks that maybe have had someone else's name on it. It seems rather mundane this morning. Business as usual for the most part. How are you guys feeling?
Ariana's gonna sit down and just, well, sit up and do the best semi-stretch she can.
Before massive pain induces.
Basically.
Yep.
Ramiel's
Booker,
probably.
there you
Oh,
go.
continue.
Booker is probably sleeps in because he went to bed super late, and then when he gets up, he gets whatever breakfast there is and brings it to the kid and just kind of sits with him and eats.
Yeah, you'll notice that he eats very fast.
I
Almost like in a someone's gonna take it away kind of fashion.
think Booker understands that.
Blue Jay's dying.
Oh no.
Are you good?
I'm okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Um, Ramiel's gonna be looking for Lucifer.
Oh, fantastic.
Uh, let me whatever you roll. Big stretch. Ooh, big kitty stretch.
Let's see. What do we want? I guess you could roll like a perception check, just to see if you can't find him in the usual places.
Understood. Fuck. 11.
Well, he's definitely not in the usual places.
Why is he like this? Ramiel at some point will probably just actually call out for him, but just walking around calling for Lucifer.
Let me. Do you have his sheet? He has a sheet, actually.
He does have a sheet, yes.
Give me 1 second. I'm on the wrong tool. Got it. I'm just gonna make a little roll real quick.
Kitty.
Eeny, meeny, this one. Damn. He is not going to answer you.
He if it's in regards to bless
Ow.
you, hearing, sight, or smell, he does have advantage on perception checks in case you needed that.
It's not that he doesn't know where you are. He's just gonna choose to ignore you.
No, I'm fucking bastard. Yeah.
It's broken containment, even from its master.
And
Call
he's
help.
been broken containment from the beginning.
He's never accepted Ramiel as his master at any point in time.
Oh no.
I swear to God, if you do not come out, I'm getting rid of all your favorite treats that I had brought. I will shoot them into the vacuum of space. I don't care.
Roll me a persuasion with advantage. That one really takes a sting.
24.
Oh, he rolled a 2. Okay. He's coming.
He's weak.
He's weak.
Good, great. You're alive. That's what's. I was actually wondering what happened to you because I did not see you at all last night. So you're alive. That's great. Uh, Ramiel will dig through his like stuff and get some of like some dried fruit from his stuff and give it to Lucifer.
He's kind of
Value
just gonna
reinforcement, right,
rummage through
guys? It's a
all of
close vote.
it immediately. He's just gonna go
Okay. No,
ham on all of it.
I was no. Grabs him by the scruff.
His whole his little limbs just go limp.
Okay. No. You could have one. And Ramiel will close up the bag, bury it back beneath a bunch of junk, and per usual, shove Lucifer in the designated pocket. Like that's gonna hold him. And Ramiel will go. Is Val actively in the navigation area? I guess that's a Wolf question.
You're gonna have to give him
I
a
don't know
second.
if
There's
Wolf.
usually a stream delay.
I was like, no, we sent him into the vacuum of space. Bastard. Get out of there.
He said in chat.
Yeah,
said,
my
"Yep."
statement still stands. You bastard, get out of there. No, I do think that Ramiel would make his way up to navigation, where I would assume Starfinder is. Yes. Was my question heard?
I'm sorry. What was your question?
That's okay. Is Starfinder in navigation?
Oh yes. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. Ramiel will definitely head up to navigation to speak with Starfinder, but when he sees Val there, he kind of hesitates for a second before kind of proceeding in and just kind of glancing at Val. Would you
Starfinder's
mind
gonna see you and just get really excited.
You can get excited, but you stay over there. Do not touch me. Um,
Arms behind back,
and
but still
he
eagerly smiling.
and he will look at Val. Could you give me a moment? I would just like to speak with Starfinder alone.
Goes to bother Echo.
Oh, I was like, where did he write that? Um, oh no, he just moved his token, didn't he?
No, I'm just narrating him moving his token.
Oh. Hold up, my screen is. Apparently, my computer is not happy tonight with everything. Great. Let me appropriately move my token. Once Val is gone, Ramiel will look towards Starfinder. I had a question. Consider my curiosity peak. Back when we were on the planet, whatever what you want to call it, the morbid curiosity got the best of me. I will admit to that. But how did you know that I was in a distressful situation?
What do you mean? It's pretty obvious. I mean, you might as well have been crying out for help.
No, I was not crying out for help. I was nowhere near anyone.
Are you kidding me? You were basically pleading. I mean, you might not have externally been screaming, but you might as well been with how much you are exuding in frequency.
What do you mean by that?
Everyone has their own level of frequency. Val, I've come to notice, has a very muted frequency. That was a joke.
Amusing.
But it's very dark in nature. He doesn't, the vibrations are very minimal. She kind of pulls up like a frequency chart on one of her screens, and you can kind of see a wavelength on there with very small waves. And each one she kind of points out, he doesn't, there's just not a lot there. I'm sure he has lots of thoughts. If someone who doesn't speak out loud, definitely has lots of thoughts. But he, for the most part, he's just kind of there, which is really comforting. However, then you have charts like, and then you see another graph. That's crazy to say that like that. And then it kind of shows like you see another frequency being emitted on the screen, and the wavelengths are kind of medium. They spike every so often up higher, and these ones they kind of point out to you is, this is Booker. Booker is a very interesting frequency. It's never consistent. If you look at it here, that tells me that there's constant emotions being run through this guy all the time. I cannot imagine what they are going through, you know what I mean? But that's not, again, not necessarily a bad thing. It just means they got a lot going on. But these frequencies have minor changes in them pretty often, but that's normal. Yours, however, they seem, and they pull over to the next, they swipe over to the next screen, and you notice that the wavelengths are consistently different sizes, different widths. None of them seem to be congruent with one another. The spikes are a little more drastic, as well as the mellow parts violently opposing. And there seems to be sporadic moments where the waves grow in width and then shrink altogether in both size and matter. And she kind of like watches it for a second and before she tries to explain that whenever you have some kind of an outburst, I can feel it. All of these graphs were made purely off of what my innate ability is able to perceive. I just happen to be smart enough to put it down on a piece of paper. But honestly, there's so much going on inside you. I kind of just got worried. It's hard to explain, but it is. I just got this feeling that you were in a large amount of anguish. And I just wanted to make sure you're okay. You are okay, right?
Ramiel's gonna be looking at the chart and kind of staring at it for a moment before he just kind of smiles. Oh, I'm fine. But could you do me a favor? Whatever your innate ability is, keep it away from me.
That's a lot
I don't
easier
need you
said than
checking in.
done. I don't necessarily get a choice. These
I'm
frequencies are
telling you to.
felt whether I want to or not.
I'm telling you to ignore it.
In this moment of you asking, this is probably the first time that anyone would have ever encountered Starfinder being very quiet and closed off. She doesn't necessarily, she's not like afraid of you necessarily, but there is like a state of like her whimsy, her goofiness, her silliness is all but evaporated at this point. And she's now kind of like, okay. As she kind of like slowly walks toward the door. Was there anything else that you needed?
No. I'm glad we could understand each other in this moment. And Ramiel will leave. I'm sorry, I don't mean to ruin
Yeah.
your whimsy. And yeah, he'll just go to the mess hall. Is Nox cooking? I hope Nox cooking. Where is this guy?
Oh yeah, I'll cook.
Oh hell yeah.
My allergies are so bad right now.
That's okay, buddy. We're all
We
dying to
understand.
allergy.
We understand.
No one understands more than Blue Jay and I. We'll get to cooking. Good looking. My these tanks ain't gonna scramble themselves.
Oh, God. Chop, chop, chop. Looking.
What are you making for us today, Nox? Please tell. I do love your cooking. It's amazing. How do I give this man a
Making-
guidance and everything like this for his cooking?
I'm sorry, but hearing the 180 from don't ever
Oh, right,
fucking
yeah.
monitor me again or I will kill you to oh my god, make us some food. What are you cooking? I'm so excited. Is absolutely crazy, by the way.
We're having paella.
Yeah. Sorry. Above
this
board.
should
I
be
love pie.
I love paella too.
Are you going to explain to me how you cook everything? Or are you just going to cook quietly? I would love an explanation.
Watch me as I cook. If
Okay,
you
I
have
am watching.
questions, ask them. But
I mean, do you want? I could ask you so many questions.
as long as they retain to the recipe.
A
Don't
shame.
get to him, Death. You'll lose him, okay?
Don't you ever want to talk about how you feel?
Ah, yes, feelings.
It seemed like you had quite a few yesterday.
I mean, yeah, I'm capable of laughing, anger, that sort of stuff.
Fear?
Ah, fear is more of a back of the brain type deal.
So you did not fear yesterday when you were almost dead?
I feared not hanging out with my brothers anymore.
And what would you fear about not hanging out with your brothers anymore?
Hey, cooking only. Fucking
Nice try.
try, bud.
We are
Olive oil
cooking.
in the skillet over medium heat, alright? Oh onion, bell pepper, garlic in, saute.
Why are you so defensive?
Chopped tomato, bay leaf, paprika, salt,
I
pepper.
I appreciate the bit. It's pretty amazing.
How long does it stay in the pan, Knox?
Cook for about 5 minutes until the
When did you
onions are
get here?
translucent.
I've been here the whole time.
They literally walked in the same time you did.
My
White
statement
wine
still
in,
stands.
cook for 10 minutes.
Ha-
I lost
Can I ask
something.
how you got this recipe?
I have acquired many skills over my long life.
It's not a family recipe.
I'm just gonna slowly turn my head over.
He's just smiling. He knows he's being a little bit of a shit, but he was kind of hoping it would answer something. It's related to the recipe. Just saying.
Chop parsley, add rice, chicken, broth,
What kind of chicken is it? From where did it
free
come from?
range.
Say your home.
Free range. Free range where?
Where?
Pour
It could
broth
be a
slowly.
dumpster pallet that they were free range.
Are you
on.
above board? Are you reading a recipe or do you just know how
I
to
know
do
this one
this?
off the top of my head.
That's amazing. Fucking mental chess, but it's cooking. Mental cooking.
Like, I cook this over, I don't know, 15-ish minutes uncovered. Nestle all
How
the
often have you
good
cooked this before? How many times?
about I above board. I cooked this like, I don't know, 18 times in my
No,
life.
no. the character you no,
No,
not talking to the
underboard.
one in the sky.
On the board,
Underboard.
guys, I'm 895. I have no fucking clue. I
Wow,
could have
you've
cooked it,
But this isn't your
but this
first
is
time.
no, this isn't my first time.
where were you the last time you cooked?
Shrimp, mussels, calamari into the mixture. You know what? I like to add a little peas on top. Sue me.
We have a wide
Don't stir
variety of
this.
ingredients on the ship. I had no idea we were getting treated so well.
Don't stir.
I am really
All right.
impressed.
5 more minutes
Th-
in the thing. Make sure the
Should
liquid
you
gets
whisk?
absorbed. No, don't mix it. Don't, not yet.
Don't touch that. What's wrong with you?
What can you be sure that you make an extra serving of that?
There'll be enough for everyone. I counted the kid
Okay,
in.
great. Awesome.
Cover and let rest.
Should we set a timer, or do you have like an
I
internal
got one.
clock?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, great.
Move pan from heat.
He's just verbalizing the instructions.
Do you
Okay,
think he's actually doing any of this stuff, or is he just telling us? Is he just running us through the
I'm making it
recipe?
angry. I'm making it angry. I'm just cooking this up angrily.
He's
as
standing
I'm,
completely firm still, just
yeah,
telling us.
Oh Lord.
like a garnish and I don't know. You guys like lemon? I'll cut up a lemon. You can have it with it.
Sure, yeah. Why would I skip out on a lemon? I didn't even know we had that here. I thought we were gonna be all sort of like astronaut food and freezer packets. I didn't know we were gonna get like a 5-star meal every time we rode this thing.
You know what? I'm sure I asked one time when I cooked, but I don't remember the answer. And honestly, I'm just going with it.
To be fair, you guys
I love
were
this
on
for
a
you.
recent place that did have fresh food available to you, so it's not
That's
that
true,
weird
yeah.
if you guys were able to grab a few things or be offered a few things from these people before shit hit the fan.
Booker
No,
was
I
not
don't remember him
questioning
at the market.
God. Booker was just thankful.
Yay, real food.
Yeah.
I'm tired of my packet spaghetti.
My
So, Nock, did you
MREs.
get these ingredients from where we were, or did you find them?
A little bit of this, a little bit
I
of
think
that.
that was
How did you get it? Did you just take their food?
The meat
This is
was on the
genuinely
ship.
curious.
Everything else I got from the place.
Well, they
You
were
got a
trade-based
freezer.
systems, so what did you trade them?
We must have a big ass freezer.
Yeah, it's a nice freezer. It's a spaceship. We got long voyages ahead of us.
Wait, Ramiel, if you've never been on a planet before, is this the first like real food you're gonna have?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
Ramiel,
going to
is
Like
this
be
the
fresh
honest
first
with
food.
food
you.
you're gonna have?
I'm going to be honest with you. I've been on planets before. I don't know how you did not catch on.
What? You've been on planets before?
There's no way I fooled
Well,
you too. There's no feasible way.
then wait, but
You do
You
know
were
I
so
you
also ate
sounded
on that
pretty
convincing.
planet, so
serious
wouldn't
about
you?
that. I feel like you're fucking with me now. I feel like now this is a lie.
Yeah, this is the goof. Don't listen to him, Booker. The
Yeah, you
monk
just want
buddies
to seem
can't be
cool, like
fooled.
you've had.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just want to seem like you've had fresh food before. Now you just want to fit in. That's okay. You can try new things. No one's gonna judge you. Or think you're lesser than.
If you don't like it, you can tell me. I'll cook you up something else.
You do remember that I had breakfast with you on that planet too. So even if you're going on this whole belief that I'd never been on a planet before, this would not be my first meal because I ate on that planet.
Yeah, but that was fruit and wine and shit. Any spaceball has that.
Really?
Nox. Yeah, really.
See, you don't even know. You haven't been on planets before.
They're so
I
gullible.
think we asked this question before already, Nox. But do you have taste buds?
No, I don't have taste buds, but I just like the feeling of eating.
That's awesome.
We all gotta have something.
So the family recipe.
Yeah, eat up.
Anyway.
Why are you so upset to talk about this? What's wrong?
It's nothing's wrong. Just eat before it gets cold.
I think I could warm it up, or I could hand it over to this one. He
It's not
looks
as
down at
it's
Booker.
not as good warmed up. You can't warm up paella.
I think you
I
can
mean,
warm up anything.
I think physically you can warm up pretty much
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, physically, but it's not as good.
And in
Or
my
so I'm
experience, you can warm
told.
up pretty much anything. Yeah.
I mean, what do I know? I don't have taste buds.
Well, what's amazing is that we can eat and talk at the same time. So now that you are finished cooking,
Oh, I got a mouthful of paella. I'm sorry.
you said you're
He says
actively talking
clearly.
right now.
Just buckets load of paella. Hey, go serve the kid.
Damn.
No.
Damn. Okay. I thought we were bonding here, but all right.
We're bonded. Just kid's probably hungry. Give him an extra serving. He's a little thing. I mean, I guess
Well,
you
Booker,
guys are
Well,
all little things.
since we're bonding, he'll look at Booker. How long do you think you've got before that little heroic act of yours comes knocking back on your door? Since we're bonding, of course.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I don't understand what you're implying.
Oh, you don't understand what I'm implying by the stray dog you brought onto our ship?
Booker, the like jokiness he had a second ago just completely evaporates as he looks up at Ramiel, and he goes, "I'm sorry. Do you mean the human child we rescued from an exploding planet? Is that what you're implying?"
Yes, the stray dog.
It's a child. It was on a planet that was gonna kill him, explode. What what do you think? Do you think we should have just left him there?
He had this opportunity to get on the ships. I was assuming that's what you were doing before you got caught.
Well, he didn't want to stay with the Solaris people, and can you blame him? You didn't like them either.
I didn't like him for different reasons, but I would assume that he was already living there, wasn't he? Why wouldn't he want to go with his own people?
I don't know. He'd
I want to incite him. I would love to incite Booker.
go ahead. What do I roll? I guess I can choose deception or persuasion. What was the question again? It was
Why wouldn't this kid this kid obviously was
Oh, yeah,
from this planet. Why
Correct.
wouldn't he want to go with his own people?
Yeah.
I got a
You
23 whenever you're ready.
yeah. I rolled a 16. So you can tell that I mean he doesn't know, but like he knows more than he's letting on. There's a flicker of doubt when he says that.
Unless, and of course this is just an assumption. He wasn't part of the children of Solara, which is why he wouldn't have wanted to go with them.
No, he wasn't. And I think that's even more reason for us to take him in. He didn't belong there.
Well, you do realize that really means two other things, or maybe three, if we're accusing a whole community of people that didn't seem like kidnappers. But of course, what do I know? The two other options would be he came with us, which obviously he did not, or he is also part of the Voidborn.
Or he's of neither party, and he just doesn't want to be there anymore.
Insight.
Sure.
Getting hairy in here. A lot of tension. Even DM
I
is
got 13.
uncomfy.
22.
Yeah.
This is
I
a rough
mean,
couple of days.
it's. I mean, he's not lying entirely, but he's pretty persuasive when he says that.
Remy will shrug. Sure. I mean, we are building trust between each other, and you wouldn't lie to me.
I'm not lying when I tell you that this kid is not a part of the Voidborn, and he's not a part of Solaris.
Of course. My fault.
But you think that I shouldn't have tried to turn us around and help this kid? You think we should have just left?
I think we should have left long before where everything started.
Okay, but that wasn't my question. My question was, do you think we should have left that kid there? If you saw him and you knew he was there and you knew he was gonna die, you think we should have just left?
Yes. If it is our lives versus his, I choose ours.
I'm gonna ask you something, Ramiel. I want you to try to imagine something. All right? And I know this is very hard for you to do, but I want you to try, okay? I want you to put yourself in the shoes of that kid. Imagine with me for a second that you are tossed out into space with nothing and nobody. No mother, no father, no nothing, no guide, nothing. And you are alone. I want you to try to imagine that. I am not going to be the kind of person that leaves that kid there, that leaves him to die with nothing. This universe isn't what it should be. And I'm not going to be a part of the problem. If it was you, when you were that kid alone with nobody on that planet, I want you to know that I would turn around. I would come back for you. And you can think I'm stupid and naive for doing that. But there has to be something better than just breathing, okay? There has to be. I would come back for you. And he'll turn and walk out of the room.
As you walk out of the room, as you turn to leave to walk out of the room, you will notice that Zara was there in the doorway listening the whole time. She won't acknowledge you as you leave, but you know she was there the whole time listening at that point.
I think when Booker turned around and he saw her, he stopped for a second and looked at her and just nodded and then just made his way out with the food heading in the direction of the kid.
Knox, how are you feeling? Were you still here? You're kind of just
Hi, Knox. How are
mouthful
you
of
feeling?
paella and very uncomfy, I'm
Uh,
assuming.
I'm just it's like I'm eating the paella, like I'm eating a can of popcorn, just like watching all this go on.
This is probably the best time to be a character that is expressionless.
um, there would
No,
have
just
absolutely been like um a small moment where Ramiel's posture would have shifted. Um, definitely kind of a bit of agitation. And like definitely grasping. Is this paella in a bowl or in a plate?
Oh.
in a bowl.
Just it's in a bowl. Okay, yeah. Very much like grasping the bowl a bit, maybe too tight, probably in a way that would, if like with enough pressure, would break the bowl. But he would set it down um, back on the counter and just kind of smile at Knox. God forbid you make a joke, right? And then yeah, I guess with that silence, Ramio would just walk out of the mess hall
She's sad, Booker. When will people learn that their words have meaning?
Oh, there's a bird going to the maintenance hub. That sounds like a good place to go visit next, right? Let's see what Gizmo's up to.
No.
We're feeling frisky.
Remio just following people getting in their business.
And then rudely judging them for their decisions. Oh no, the whimsy killer.
But yes,
is sad.
Ariana is going into the
He's
maintenance
not
hub
sad,
to
he's
find
angry.
Gizmo.
This one doesn't know sad, it knows anger and only anger. I think that's more worrisome.
In the words of Dahlia, it's free to be nice and spade.
Something like that.
Oh boy. Ariana, walking in immediately, it is all clanging and clamoring. It seems like whatever Gizmo is doing at this current moment in time, it is causing a very large ruckus.
Gizmo, what the hell are you up to?
As you say that, please roll me a dex save
Oh God.
with disadvantage because you are
I say
broken.
she ain't moving good. Yeah, that's gonna be it's gonna be a 7 there.
Well, that's still surprisingly good. um, you kind of you see something come flying at you from the left side of the hall there, and it immediately like hits you in the leg.
Bad or good leg.
It's the good leg at least, but it's not gonna feel good.
Oh,
It's gonna do like a singular point of damage.
Alright, just anyone nearby just hears the audible. Well, fuck. You don't have to throw things at me.
It was like a giant. It's like a. It looks like a giant metal like hubcap.
What are you even doing in here?
Oh, sorry, Ariana. I did not even notice that you were here. Excuse the mess. And he'll kind of just like kick a couple of things over to the side of the room.
Uh, going on down here?
Oh, well, I've been doing quite a bit, actually. I've been going through quite a few of my schematics, and, well, I've come up with quite a few ideas for your new wing. However, he kind of scratches his head for a second with one hand and strokes his beard with the other hand. Some of these things don't seem to be adding up here, and I fear that it's not quite safe yet, but we're getting there. I'm feeling very optimistic about this one. He'll kind of flash a few of the blueprints up onto the table, and he jumps up onto the table and starts pointing at each of them. All of them to you. I'll have you roll. Let's see what the best thing for you to roll is, because it's not necessarily that you've never seen schematics ever in your life, but reading what his chicken scratches is a different story. Ooh, let's see. I guess we can do like a insight on this combination of everything.
I will give it a go. That is a nat 20 on a flat roll. So,
Hey, we've got something. Checking it out, you kind of make out a couple of the schematics here. Um, one is mechanical entirely, with quite a few rambled on list of modifications that he would like to add into it. Um, including but not limited to things like uh rocket propulsion, fixed blades for the wingtips. There a lot of very crazy and out there ideas, um, but he's eager for them nonetheless. Another one is the wing being made out of more like a synthetic material, um, something that would be lighter, more efficient for speed. Um, there's a few other kind of mocked up drawings. He's kind of got them in forms of some being very similar in mimicking your feathers, others of them looking a little bit more um, taking inspiration from textbook dragon like wings, things that are very much more over exaggerated and majestic, a little more mythical side. He kind of really just went ham on different designs, and he's kind of going through each and every one of them, over explaining every single thing. Uh, the part where the point where you're starting to feel a little like overwhelmed.
the synthetic one definitely has some merit to it.
Yeah, as he continues to like ramble on about each one, he goes through all the series of pros and cons that he had in the design idea, down to the mechanics, down to the absolute decimal of, well, legitimacy, if this would even be a viable solution. Um, and he kind of continues to scratch his head and stroke his beard a little bit more the more he starts rambling on, basically to himself at this point, of what could be a little more interesting to him per se, not so much you. Before he then clocks in back in and acknowledges you standing there and says, what few things would you be interested in hoping for if we proceed?
Well, preferably something that could let me fly quietly.
Hmm. I suppose the metal
Yes.
configuration would probably not help very much in that aspect.
No, that one would be a little loud. My technical line of work, I guess you could say, is one where silence is needed when moving.
Fair enough. I will just have to work up some more designs. And he kind of like like bundles up all of the schematics into his hands and then takes them over to a wastebasket and just drops them all in.
Any progress on that rifle?
Oh yes, I have a few of those. Um, try one of these, and he kind of holds out to you a few different like he takes you over to a rack where you can see a couple of the designs he has already prototyped. A few of them would be absolutely massive for your bird bones. um there's a couple of them that are small enough to be classified as a rifle, but these look like absolute, it's basically an elongated handgun at this point. It's really, and he doesn't really have any concept of like how big or how small. He just started plastering together a bunch of ideas. You give that man a round pipe for a barrel, and yeah, stuff happens. The one of the bigger ones, he has there's a big rotary device over the mechanism where he begins to ramble quite fast on about it being propelled by basically a motor that would be able to fire off multiple projectiles in a very short amount of time. So instead of rather one large blast, you're able to basically, in layman's terms, a burst shot. This he hasn't found a way to have it fire anything large in projectile, but smaller than, it's about like a handful of pebbles, I guess. Effectively a long range birdshot rifle. But he kind of like starts rambling on about each and every one of their designs, and he's kind of hoping that something in this would interest you. But none of them are technically what you had asked for. There's like one varying degree that just doesn't make sense.
Well, they're not exactly what I envisioned. I don't suppose you'd have anywhere I can test fire them.
Well, unfortunately, no. Nyx may possibly have something in the artillery room. She doesn't necessarily fire her weapons in there, but she does a bit of fair tinkering herself. Maybe she can let you fire it off the ship. That could be something.
Might have to help me carry it in there, though.
Ah, yes. We may need to do that.
Well, if you need help carrying something,
Yeah, he'll kind of just like
We're
ping
down
your
here.
comms bracelet. Excuse me, Knox. Are you busy at the moment?
not at all. I'm on my way.
Well, we'll take care of that weight problem, no problem.
Where am I going?
I don't think I've actually
Scramble your
talked
way
to,
into the maintenance hub.
I don't think I've actually talked to Nyx before.
Well, she is a weapons expert. If there's anything that she can find wrong with this weapon, well, she wouldn't let you fire it. But I've had her take a look at things beforehand, and she seemed okay with it. As far as mechanics go, she knows just about everything and anything to a projectile firing device. Knox, do you mind carrying this over to the weapons artillery bay?
Potentially going to be doing some testing.
All right, having everyone follow into the weapons artillery will be up here. Well, where's my pingy thingy? Okay, yeah,
Over there.
yep, that's exactly right. Knox has died. The gun was a lot heavier than he anticipated.
I'm dying. I'm sorry.
Blew out his kneecaps.
His robotic
I-
kneecaps.
I have these little crab habanero things that I've been eating, and they've been burning my throat up so bad.
They sound
But I
incredible,
figured that,
though.
oh, they're so good. They clear out my sinuses because of the spice.
Dude, it would kill me, but I would enjoy it every moment.
Oh. So I can breathe, but it's all spicy. It's spicy.
Worth it.
Worth it.
Always is.
Okay, so I'm carrying a rather large gun.
Several, actually.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a
Several
I'm on.
weapons.
There's about
Don't
4
forget
different
the
weapons.
2 on your arms. Pow pow.
Okay.
We're rolling
Sorry.
that one for dexterity and it just goes off.
Whoops.
Dropping. Whoopsie.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a strength check.
Okay. Strength check. Not saving throws.
What you guys doing over in that escape pod?
Oh, it's a 19.
Just chilling. I didn't have any thing specific in mind. I didn't see a moment to insert myself as of yet, but
Fair enough.
could certainly find something to do somewhere.
I mean, you're not obligated to do anything specific, of course. This is your downtime. If Dahlia wishes to spend it with herself, that is absolutely fine. A lot has happened in the last few sessions, so I would not blame you to take time for yourself to absorb it all.
Uh yeah, I'm I'm at a bit of a loss as to what else I'd be up to at the moment.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, there's no pressure to incorporate yourself, if not necessary. Although if something does get fired, you will be one of the first people to know. If something goes horribly wrong and is misfired within the cabin, yeah, you are kind of on ground zero to hear. Nox, what did you roll? A 19. Okay, so you're good. You got it. It's a little.
I got it.
It's a little more than what you bargained for, what you anticipated, anyways. But you got it. And you will be carrying it over to the weapons artillery room where Ariana and Gizmo are. Yep, you got it.
I gotta
You
take big,
got it.
big steps.
Yeah,
big
you're good. You're good. You're good.
Ugh,
You're
oh my
good.
god. Why? Okay.
Just drop them all onto the table.
Yeah, just fucking drop them down.
Inside, Nyx is sitting there at the table on the other side, with her back against the wall. She is currently taking apart her rifle and cleaning it as you guys all enter in. She says nothing when you drop all the rifles onto the table. Just kind of takes a long side glance at them before looking over at Gizmo, very intimidatingly. Gizmo pays no mind though, and it looks back at you, Ariana. Well, these is where we would be test firing these, but I suppose we should probably have Nyx take a look at them first, just to ensure they are sound. Nyx says absolutely nothing before, in record time, quickly reassembles her rifle and sets it aside very carefully. She takes each one of the rifles.
Like Mom used to have me do.
Basically, yeah. She takes each of the rifles separately and spreads them out onto the table and just begins assessing them visually. You can kind of see her like tap on a few parts to check integrity of various places. Um, Not necessarily doubting Gizmo's ability in engineering. He is quite handy when it comes to uh, his parts and pieces. However, the mechanics of any of these possibly misfiring is what she's really here to inspect. The one with the oversized barrel on it, she kind of goes through and she notices that there is an excess an amount of well, for lack of better words in Gizmo's world, too many accessories. She'll kind of just point to each and every single one. She won't say anything, but you can kind of see like this look of disgust on her face. Like, is this all really necessary? Gizmo kind of takes everything in and is just like, well, look, anything more that this can do, the better it is for Ariana. I feel like this could all be useful in some way. She kind of just shakes her head and sets the rifle aside. Looking at the other large rifle that has the propellant in it with the little motor, she kind of picks it up and holds it upright. Not necessarily staring down the barrel, but looking at the modifications and how it is affixed, and essentially the practicality of a device like this. She picks it up and aims it high, away from everyone, and kind of looks down the sights like, you added all of this, but you didn't even add a viable way to look through it. And assessing the scope, it doesn't magnify. It's just two pieces of glass. He did not bevel this glass in any form or capacity, or add any form of magnification.
The scope is merely a suggestion.
Right. And she's like looking at it and she's like, he kind of like fiddles with his hands a little bit, like rings them a little as he's like, well, I mean, if it's shooting multiple projectiles, there's really no necessary reason to aim, essentially. I mean, it's more of a helpful suggestion. She just frowns and like sets that one aside as well. She looks oblong at the essentially very large hand cannon and just picks it up in her hands, and aims it downrange, what would be this direction. She kind of breaks the barrel open to see where you would put a projectile in, and you can see her kind of like put her fingers around the what should be rifling, but there is none. Kind of going through every little aspect of this weapon and is like, it could work. What were you hoping to fire through this exactly? Gizmo, for some reason, looks over at you, Ariana, like you're supposed to answer this before he's like, well, there are numerous things that we could use to fire through this, of course, but I was thinking perhaps that we could devise my own form of projectile. And he rummages around through his apron and he pulls out like this comically large size round. He's like, this one doesn't have a name yet for the caliber, but that's just purely because I've been working around on different sizes. Now, there are obviously various numbers of projectile that we could use, and namely, more commonly used is a form of plasma bullet, but unfortunately, I have lost that ability to use such technology for one reason or another. But perhaps this could work. I do believe this could be lethal in a situation. But it would require us to test it out first, of course. Safely. Nix is just absolutely like, this guy's not fucking serious, right? We can't fire it on the ship. And she looks back at you, Ariana, and she kind of just exclaims, "The round will fire. It won't be safe to do in here. It'll be extremely loud, for one. And number two, that kind of round in his hand," and she holds it up. She takes it from him, essentially, and holds it up and weighs it in her hand. The amount of powder in this would blast a hole about 3 feet wide through the hull of the ship. It could be effective close range, or in his case, long range, as you initially intended, I'm assuming. But it wouldn't be effective in terms of aiming and accuracy. But it would fire.
I mean, I was just looking for something long range, you know, uh, and
With
something that
proper
preferably won't break my
modifications,
bones.
this could be that weapon. But no, not with around that size. Would not make sense. Gizmo kind of just looks so dejected right now. Like, I did it, but I didn't do it. um, well,
I did it, kinda.
I suppose I could modify it. She kind of just blankly stares at him, like, give it the dimensions of the other longer rifles, a actual scope, and a smaller round, and you could probably get away with calling this a rifle. He kind of very dejectedly tries to take the gun off the table, but realizes very quickly he can't lift it, and then looks over and just stares up at Nox.
What's up, bud? Pick it up.
You, should, should he have probably looked at yours?
Looked at
Did I
mine.
give him too much freedom? No, this is Ariana asking Nix.
Nyx is kind of just like arms folded. Yeah, probably. Gizmo's not necessarily
Weaponsmith?
I was gonna say, researcher on anything. He kind of just works. He's kind of like doing like the little like cheapest little foot kick, like, but I was having fun. um, but the design is fairly basic and it is sound. It will work. But I'll give him my specifications and we'll get you something that works. At this point,
Sometimes
Gizmo's
I
just
wish.
kind of like tugging on Nox's toga. Just like, can you carry this back to my place?
Yeah, I'll do this for you, bud.
Sometimes I wish I would have been able to keep some of the things in my home.
Nyx kind of studies you, Ariana, before you leave. And before you do, she will ask you, do you even have any kind of training on any of these kinds of weapons? These aren't merely toys.
Rihanna's just gonna pause for a moment and just sigh. All my life. Up until the only name I have is the Echo Blades, and I don't even know if they're the ones who did it. But someone killed my parents.
Have you ever had a need to use any of these weapons prior to that incident?
Both of my parents were training me for something, and they didn't specify. They told me that as I got closer to, well, where I am now, that they would explain everything. And, well, I can't exactly ask them now. But I was educated very well on how to end most lives.
As she continues to assess you in body language and in what you are willing to share, she kind of she intakes it all and gives like a very muted, positive look toward you. If at any time you need backup, you know how to get a hold of me.
Yeah, I really biggest struggle's been just finding information recently.
Just make sure you always remember that when you aim to shoot, shoot to kill.
I always do. That's why I took a kidney last time. That's, well, why I'm in this shape right now.
Good. With that, she's gonna go back to breaking down her rifle once more. Um, kind of in a very dismissive way, ignoring your exit.
Take care. And Aria's gonna go get something to eat.
Ooh, I smell
Like, man, I'm kinda
papaya.
hungry now.
Papaya for everyone, everybody. Dude, paella sounds so good right now. I can practically smell it. That's crazy.
Ariana hits that. Man, I'm kind of hungry. I haven't eaten since before we went to that weird ritual.
God, that is so true.
The mess hall's like a ghost town.
Why does it reek of drama in here? Why is it? Why is everything extra salty in here? And is that a hint of sad?
Ariana's
Hint.
just, Ariana's just gonna eat, and then the only next stop she would make is the comms room after eating. The weird, extra sad, atmospheric food.
It's
Okay,
in the
I'm so
food.
happy.
It's like, why does my paella have so much angst?
But if anyone else needs to do anything, you have time. Ariana's eating the angst food.
Knocked went to the crew quarters. What you doing in there, buddy?
Checking in on my bed. I was gonna say the kid can have it since I don't sleep on it. Just gotta worry about the socks under the pillow I keep finding.
Don't worry about those. The stash has probably doubled in size overnight.
God, why is my pillow so lumpy? Hey.
Knox is convinced that one of his brothers is doing it as a prank.
I feel like every time you like confront them, Aaron specifically is just getting extremely more and more done with your
What the
shit.
fuck are you talking about?
Dude, shut up. It's not me.
It's the same level of like anger as Step Brothers when he's like, "Did you touch my drum set? Did you
Yeah,
touch
yeah,
my
yeah,
pillow?
yeah.
I know you put fish in the pillow or fucking fish, socks in the pillow."
No, I didn't. I don't know why you keep thinking that. Well, someone has to put them here. They don't just show up on their own.
You think somebody's just walking in, taking off their shoes, putting the socks in my goddamn pillow?
Highly unlikely.
Is this whole monologue going on right now in the room? Because it's hilarious.
Never cooking this paella again. All it's done is bring sadness and anger.
This paella is ripping my family apart.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ariana's just in there. Food.
It'll do. Yeah, I mean, as far as you guys are concerned, in terms of like Ren and how he's he would have opened up enough to tell you all that his name is Ren. There are gonna be some moments where you'll kind of pick up on him, maybe even like kind of mumbling to himself. It's never in a very like uppity way or progressive way, positive at all. Very demeaning, degrading to himself. But you'll notice primarily that he does have a weird penchant for collecting odds and ends. So in addition to maybe finding socks under your pillow for other weirdly unknown reasons, I mean, who is doing this? There's also going to be moments where you find just ever so small and slight of things that you would normally have, like maybe some of you have like in a drawer or at a bedside table or somewhere, or in your trunk, that is missing, but not so in the sense that like it is it is of value to you. It would be like, say the trunk has a latch on it, for instance. One of them would be missing. The you have like say there is like a keyring and it is full of just junk that maybe one of you have collected throughout your space travels. The keyring would be gone. None of the valued items that you may have on the keyring, they would all still be there. And he doesn't necessarily hide them, but you would notice that he actively is using it to tinker with something. But he does not ask you for them. He does not ask to use them. He just takes them.
I think while we're eating, um, Booker will kind of sit quietly for a while. The kid probably finishes. Ren probably finishes the food faster than he does. Um, but after a beat, he kind of looks up at him and he goes, "Um, so what are you working on?"
I don't know. What do you mean?
So you like tinkering with things. Are you building something?
Well, I mean, it's not like something yet, but I mean, yeah.
Can I see it?
Yeah. It's not like important or anything. It's not even really anything right now. I'm just messing with stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you not want to show it till it's done?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't really think that it would be beneficial in a partial state. But I
Do you
mean,
need
I
help?
can show you when it's done, if it ever gets
Yeah.
done.
Do you need help with it or finding things for it or anything like that?
Uh, uh, no. It's just gonna take some time, I think.
I don't want to push you to do anything. Um, you don't want to do. You mentioned that you didn't really want to ask questions or anything. I want you to know that you can, at least with me, if you have questions about anything.
Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. I appreciate that.
I don't know if I've told you my name actually. I'm Booka.
Oh, um, do you have a nickname on the ship?
Uh, Not that I know of. There's a possibility that I do behind my back, but so far I haven't heard anything.
Would it drive you nuts if
Why?
you had a nickname behind your back?
I guess it would depend on what it was.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
You told me that you used to be called was it Scrapper, something like that?
Yeah, they used to call me Scrap on the ship,
Scrap.
but
Did did you did you like that?
not really. They thought everyone on the ship should have a nickname, but they just called me that. It felt like, boo, lazy writing. I mean, essentially that, really. um, what do you expect out of a bunch of idiots on a ship? I mean, low IQ
No, no,
individuals.
no, no.
um,
No.
no, yeah, they just saw that I could fit in places that they couldn't and extract more for
Were you
them.
always with the Voidborn?
No,
Where were you before?
is it really important?
Well, I mean, we are on a spaceship. So, if it's a place that you want to go back to, we might be able to take you there.
He'll kind of notice his face immediately, kind of like eyes widen a little bit, like, no, no, we don't have to go back there.
Okay, we don't have to go back. But um there's other people Nox and Aaron people are in here, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Never mind. What do
Where are
you
you
want?
from?
Me? Um I'm from Ashkara.
Where's that?
I actually don't know in relative terms of where we are currently. I think I was probably not originally from there. But
Was it nice?
in some ways, yeah. I think it's an acquired taste.
Do you think that I could go
It's
there?
very warm. Um, maybe. Maybe, yeah. I think we should maybe look around a little bit more, though. Keep it on the back burner, you know?
Would you ever go back?
Uh, I'm hoping to, eventually. It's a little bit intense, um, living there. Not bad, but just intense. So I'd like to find something a little bit better for you if you're looking for a spot. You've had enough intensity, I feel, in your life.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Can you tell me how you wound up on the Quiet Ring?
I was with them, with the jackals.
Oh, you were
A
with them when they landed?
yeah. You're not gonna tell them, are you?
No, 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 no. Absolutely not. You don't want to go back, right?
No, no.
Then definitely not. But and he kind of look around and kind of lean in a little bit closer to Ren, and he'll just go. But let's keep that stuff between you and me, okay? Just in
Yeah,
case.
yeah, okay. I kind of look a little confused, but like, sure. I guess that makes sense. You are the authority figure. You would know better than me, supposedly. For now, I will trust you.
Yeah.
He'll kind of look around the room, though, at everybody, kind of like, where is everybody else from? Are they
That
also
I
from
have been
Ashkara?
asking for. No, but I have been asking, and I don't know if they enjoy sharing that information. All of them, necessarily.
Huh, why not?
You know, I don't know. I think they are trying to figure out whether or not they can trust people. I think where people are from, uh, it's important to who they are.
Mm,
Like you, right?
yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Would you like to meet anyone else here?
I don't know. Do they even want to meet me?
Oh, I'm sure they do. Here, come on. And he'll kind of like stand up and kind of wave him to come with him.
He'll hesitate, but he will follow.
Uh, Booker will walk over to, I think it's Nox and Aaron and Eleora in the crew quarter, and he'll just go, Hi. I would like you guys to meet Ren. He wants to meet everybody on the ship. Ren, this is Nox, Eliora, and Aaron.
What's up, little dude? I'll pat his head. He's a little guy. How tall is this kid? God, I probably have to bend down for this.
He's
Think he's taller
taller
than me.
than he's taller than Booker.
So yeah, I'll have to bend down for this.
He's probably like 5'6".
Not that bad.
It's not
He's
that.
5'6".
He's
And,
He's a
13.
giant.
in real life.
He's taller than you in real life. Is that what you said?
That's so
Yes.
fucking funny. Dude, how tall are you in real life?
Let's not talk about that.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
5'3".
Yeah. I'm 5'3" on a good day. Yeah.
You're shorter than that?
I'm a tall 5'2".
Oh my god, bud. I'm sorry.
um
I was like, if we're really gonna get into it, I probably got like a half an inch on you. If that makes you feel any better.
Really?
Thank God. Bunch of short kings in here.
Yeah,
God,
basically.
I feel so tall now.
You might be the tallest unless Chris is taller than you.
No, Chris isn't taller than me.
Okay, then I think you are the tallest, maybe. Congratulations.
Oh my god, I feel so tall now. I'm 5'9", by the way.
It's
I'm
great.
almost 6 foot. I'm 5'9" and like almost 6 foot.
Basically 6 foot.
Almost. Not there yet. I
Almost
can't feel
6
good
foot.
about myself.
Just don't look at how many extra inches are needed to get to 6 foot from 5'9".
Yeah, don't worry about that.
I'm like 5 inches away.
It's basically 6 foot.
I was nerd. My height doesn't matter.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's accurate. That you did kind of
I
get.
got hey, if you don't
Kinda
think
get
I got
janked.
ass and tits, you need to check again, all right?
Not us exposing our own selves.
Hey, I got some nice ones. They're firm, but they're nice.
Firm.
um After uh Booker introduces Ren to them, unless Ren is gonna speak to them, he'll just kind of move on and take him to the mess hall um and kind of nod to Ariana and say, uh, Ariana, this is Ren. Ren, this is Ariana.
Hi.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
You can tell very heavily that he's like staring at the absence of your wing. He's not gonna say anything, but he's definitely looking. He looks like he has a lot of questions, but he's not gonna say anything.
You can ask them all in time.
Yeah, maybe later. And then he'll kind of pat Ren's back and continue uh onward. Um Going down, do I see Ramiel anywhere?
Ramiel, are you hiding?
Ramiel's absolutely hiding in the other escape pod. He's kind of like sitting upside down in the chair. Kind of letting all the blood rush to the head, you know.
If he can't find him, then he'll head over to Dahlia's room and knock.
I mean,
She
if
might
you
not
want to
be
roll
home, of course.
perception,
The
for
door slides
Ramiel, you
open.
can.
Okay, I'll do that on the way out. I'll double check afterward. When the door opens, he'll look up at Dahlia and he goes, Dahlia, this is our new team member, I guess. His name is Ren. Ren, this is the amazing Dahlia.
She kind of looks down her nose at him, grins uncomfortably. Hello.
He doesn't talk very much, but he was excited to meet everybody. So, um, Dahlia has a lot of really cool music and art and stuff. If you ever, maybe if Dahlia would be so kind to let you listen to some.
As you're saying this, she's trying to like discreetly make eye contact with you and is she is trying to discreetly and non-verbally communicate to you that she does not like children.
The no, but
Understood.
an eye sign language is so accurate.
She's just like as you
Understood.
say like and she's got all kinds of cool stuff in her private and
Yeah,
she
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
locks eyes with you and she's just like "Mm."
Uh-huh. Um, but maybe another. He'll like Booker will catch that and just go, you know what, maybe some other time. Um,
Yeah, the
there's
entire
also
time meeting Dahlia, I think Ren would be very curiously but respectfully like taking in like Dahlia's ears, as well as their two tails, and is very much just looking at her, out of curiosity. Again, full of questions, but will not ask any of them.
uh
um
as she clocks being scrutinized, she'll just sort of look back at the kid. You only ever spent time with humans before we came by, didn't you?
He'll kind of just shake his head, yes.
It's a very big galaxy out there, and there are a lot more than them, you, out there.
He'll kind of give like a very excited interest into that, but he won't say anything. He won't ask any intrusive questions.
well, thank you for
You're
your
having a
time, Dahlia.
walkabout. I can come along.
Yeah, and just kind of showing the kid around and letting him meet everybody. He was curious. You're welcome to join us if you'd like.
Certainly. She'll step out and close the door behind her.
Um, as they walk out of this area, I'll roll a. He'll kind of do a double check, kind of run through looking to see if Ramiel's down here. So I'll roll a perception. Not very good. That is a 1. Not a natural. Yeah.
Dang.
He'll
Man, it's not even like he's
frown at.
really actually hiding. He's just in the other escape pod.
Yeah, but Booker doesn't know that he's in there, so
No, that's valid.
he'll look over to Dahlia and say, "You haven't seen Ramiel anywhere, have you?"
I Haven't seen much of anything today. I've been rather locked up in tinkering. But hold on. She'll take out her map droid and see if she can ping off any plasma signatures about. Should be better than the unmodified or than the modified one. We're looking at a total of that is a not natural 20.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Should be just sort of hot wood.
Yeah, Booker will follow Dahlia to where we assume Ramiel is. And
Knock knock.
he'll kind of he'll Booker will actually knock and then Dahlia says that. Ramiel, you in here?
You saying knock or knocks?
Knock.
Knocks knocks.
Well, that
Whatever.
one's not here. And if
What
I
the hell am
say
I
no,
doing?
I'm not in here, will you leave?
Damn.
No.
Well, it was worth a try.
When Booker walks in with Ren, he like all that like anger and irritation he had is like gone, and he looks like his like normal friendly self again, and he looks at Ramiel and he goes, Ramiel, this is Ren. He wanted to meet everyone. Ren, this is Ramiel.
Mm-hmm. The not void-born child kidnapped by the children of Solara.
The child that we all saved, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ramiel just kind of glances over at the kid, but does not. He's still sitting upside down in the chair, like absolutely just draping himself. I used to do it as a kid all the time. Is it where you're like back
I think I
is
know
on
what
the
you're
seat?
saying.
Yeah.
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 Sitting
I
on a
have the
chair
image.
upside down.
I've
Yep.
done it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what are
Great.
you
This
doing
has
in here?
been trying to be alone. It's
Meditating.
clearly working out perfectly for me.
You know, sometimes he can be charming. I'm saying this to Ren, but I don't think he's in the mood right now. Let's go meet the captain, and he'll kind of escort him out of the escape pod.
Before he leaves with you, as you're trying to scoot him along, he kind of, while intensely staring at all the shapes and colors that is Ramiel, he'll kind of blurt out a, "Were you able to help them?" towards Ramiel.
Like he's directing that towards Ramiel.
Mm-hmm.
Did I die?
No.
Where
Okay.
Ramiel did not give us a response. Is that your response?
Oh,
No response?
yeah. No, my response was I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you didn't hear me. But like it was more not how Blue Jay says I'm sorry. It was more of a really quick, kind of, um, kind of a bit of a snap. I'm sorry.
That couple that was back on the ark, were you able to help them?
I told them where to go. I'm sure they figured it out.
So you know if they got away then?
I don't know. Nor do I care.
He won't say anything else and follow you out the door, Booker.
I'm sorry about that. I thought maybe that would go a little bit better, but um yeah, maybe just keep a little bit of a distance with him for now. Um and
Is he always like that?
eh, a lot of the time, but there's times where he's not. Um I think he's just got a lot of problems. But we all do. So try to give everyone some grace.
Hmm. He won't say anything else.
Yeah. And Booker will, if Dahlia's still falling, he'll just kind of lead them up to the bridge, and then on the bridge, I guess he'll kind of find where everyone, he'll just kind of go through and sort of introduce him to the captain and um, mostly to Zara, I guess, and then anyone who's up there already.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you go over there, the first person that's gonna jump you guys is gonna be Starfinder. Very excitably, eager to want to introduce herself and ask him a ton of questions that he's not gonna say a single thing to.
I think Booker will smile and like be polite and he'll kind of be like, he's a little overwhelmed right now, so just like limit your questions if you can.
Oh, you're so right. I am so sorry. We'll
Oh,
go over all
you're
those
fine.
questions and answers later. It's kind of like what is wrong?
Maybe you could write them down and he could answer them that way.
Oh, that's a great idea. I'll make a list. She retreats back into into the navigation.
um and I think with Zara there's very much like there's a very like respectful way that Booker introduces Ren to the captain. And like very much since we've turned around and rescued this kid, like now Booker sort of sees Zara as like a very authoritative figure. I think in the past he sort of didn't really know what to think about her, and now he's like there's a lot more respect in the way he talks about her and engages with her.
You'll notice that she kind of is very reciprocative of that. She does give you the grace at least a little bit here. There's a level of almost like sincerity when she speaks to Ren, with very, very acknowledging of the fact that he doesn't want to share much, which to that she responds with not a lot to say to him, which he finds very respectful as well. All the while, I think probably during the exchange, you might have been the one that said the most amount of words, to be honest.
I believe that for sure.
But There is like a
Like,
very respectful like nod in the way that she addresses you during that exchange though.
yeah, and then I think lastly, he'll try to find Val if Val is nearby, and and he'll come up to Val and he'll go, uh, Val, this is Ren. Ren, this is Val. Um, you're not much of a talker, and he's not much of a talker, so maybe I don't really know how you all would communicate, but I think you guys might get along.
Can you communicate?
He can. Sometimes I think he can talk into your head. See, there you go. Pointing at him, nodding. It's a lot of yes or no questions and answers.
Are you able to talk or can you just not? What? Where'd that come from?
Wait, does Val say that out loud, or is that in his head?
It's still in his head.
Oh, okay, okay. I was like, damn, he could speak the whole time.
Oh my god. No, but there is like a moment where you see Ren like, what the fuck? um,
Yeah, yeah.
and he's like, huh. And then you kind of see him about to ask another question before he catches himself and refrains.
Well, that's most of everybody here. Um, there is a doctor. Um, I think you should stay away from him. Personally, would be my recommendation. Um, there is a maintenance hub with a guy named Gizmo. If you're ever interested, he might be able to help you with some of your tinkering. Um, I don't know if that sounds interesting. Well, you know what? Can take you can just hang out by yourself, and then no one will really bother you too much. I just want you to feel comfortable here.
Am I bothering people?
No, 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 not at all.
Hmm. Okay. Is there anywhere I'm not supposed to go?
Would I know of somewhere that the Zara probably told us that we shouldn't go to?
I mean, other than her private quarters or office, not really. Not necessarily.
Okay, then
You guys all
yeah,
have
I would
had pretty
say
much free reign of the ship, so I
just don't
mean,
go in the captain's.
Ironjaw may say a few things, but I mean, that's not necessarily law. That's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
kind of him being an
Just
asshole.
just don't go into the captain's quarters or the office, and maybe stay away from the med bay. Um, and if anyone gives you any trouble for anything, you just let me know, okay?
Okay.
Do you want something to eat? Something else?
Uh, yeah, yeah. I could eat more food if you're offering. If you're offering food, of course.
Yeah. And Booker will very, very happily lead Ren back to the mess hall and see if there's any leftover food that Nox has, or if Nox is cooking anything else for the next meal or whatever. Um, and sit and eat. Try to get him to eat in the mess hall with him.
He'll feel uncomfy about it, but he'll do it.
Okay. Oh, yeah, and also don't go in Dahlia's room. Thank you.
She will nod politely.
He would. He would. All right. Is there anything else anyone would like to do on this nice downtime for the time being? As we close up on our second day of, well, I mean, realistically, this has been a full 24 hours of recovery for a lot of us. Everyone's managed to, in some most places, keep ourselves relatively busy. Um, But is there anything else anyone would like to do throughout this time, whether that be before the end of this day or into our next day? It's entirely up to you guys. Please feel free to share them. Or has enough drama ensued that we all need a moment?
I was just gonna have Romeo probably slink back towards the crew quarters once the crowd is lessened and slink back into his little man-made tent, sort of made out of the bunk beds, hiding
Fair.
behind all his little shawls and curtains. Um,
Love that for you. Anyone
sign
else
language
doing
lessons.
anything
That's cool.
specific?
I was getting sign language lessons.
Hmm.
Fair enough. If Dahlia is willing. All right.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Where is this? Where are we? Is this text in a chat somewhere?
it's just in the chat, text chat of this voice channel.
Yes, Dahlia is willing to continue to provide additional sign language lessons.
All right. Well, if that is all we have for our downtime during this session, we can end session here then. That's absolutely fine. And we will pick back up into next session next week, where who knows what may happen. Whether that be more downtime to start with at least, or we jump right back into it. Depends on what I'm feeling for next week, because I don't know yet. I kind of wanted to not rush things, as you guys just went through a really chaotic time. Um, really wanted to give you guys some time to reacclimate yourselves into space living, aboard a vessel, anyways. Um, but also because you have new passenger and there's clearly quite a few different dynamics to be digested. Um, yeah, I just wanted to give enough space for all of that. So if I think that we may need a little bit more time into the next session, we will do so. But like I kind of said previously, everything is pretty much going to be like 0 to 60 after the going forward. So um every time we step into something new, it's gonna hit like a truck. Very similar, but not to. That's a really poor example. Uh, to the Quiet Ring. That was all just part of it was by chance. Part of it was the dice gods. Part of it was narrative. So, I can't exactly say it's gonna be exactly like that, but um, everything can happen just as fast, I guess, is a better way to acquisition that. So there's gonna be a lot. I'm gonna throw a lot at you guys. I'm not gonna tell you at what varying speeds, and I'm not gonna tell you what comes next. But there is still a lot of story left. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of tonight's session. You guys have been relinquished. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week.
Good night,
Thank you.
stream.
Awesome session.
Good night.
Good night, stream.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, goodbye, good night, goodbye.
Bye.